Hey everybody, cheers. It is Mark Coe for the 8th of November. Just wanted to take a look at currencies. We speak a lot about the futures because intraday we get a lot of intraday volatility in crude oil and S&Ps or E-minis I should say. Just a real quick note on crude oil. This move, guys, has just really gotten bigger than I would have expected, and certainly had it pointed out to me on more than one occasion that bottom edges are not holding here. Yeah, crude. I would just say that this move has certainly developed into a much bigger move than I had expected, and you can certainly see what's happened on a. Oops, that chart went a little crazy there. You can see what's happened on a shorter term basis is that we're down now testing the 60 handle on a Thursday evening, and the sellers have just maintained control, and at every edge where you could look to play long trade, they've just been hammered through it. So crude does continue a really big move. Now you're talking 20% off of recent highs, so it's a large move in crude. And you guys know how I've been looking the last couple of weeks, which is to buy dips. So it certainly has not been the greatest buy the dip mentality, but again, that's what's going on in crude. Quick look at dollar yen. So this is one I look at a lot, and I've talked about this level on top holding. But as we approach the end of the year and you're looking at a Fed rate hike, I want to look at the implications of this edge giving way and what it means. It doesn't mean to come in and buy the top edge. I never agree with the idea of buying the top edge. But what it does mean is to understand how long this edge has been here and what the implications are if you break it. Certainly with the central bank that's intent on raising rates, quite likely to see a stronger currency. In the near term, you have to get through this 14.5, 15 area to clear it. So my thought process is one of looking at bottom edges for longs to continue to look toward dollar yen strength. I've actually looked at euro and pound as buy the dip mentality too, but they've rallied fairly well, today being a little different day in euro where we're back testing the mid 113s. And what I've told the subscribers is, look, euro yen, sterling yen, they would all be favored to buy the dip. But really, when you're expressing a dollar viewpoint, I love the idea of dollar yen. So just toward the end of the year, there's another 6 weeks left in 2018. And again, a Fed intent on continuing to raise rates, barring some really big meltdown. I think you do see an FOMC that's going to continue to hike. But I continue to maintain that preference of looking at edges in dollar yen. So bottom edges, dollar yen, we have to get through this. This is a big spot, and I've talked about this. We broke down from 14 and a half just weeks ago, right? Early October. But again, that edge goes. There's a lot of upside, in this pair. So keep that on your radar, but bottom edge longs, bottom edge longs, bottom edge longs. You can certainly explore this top edge from sell side, but I would be quick to recognize when it gives way. So, you know, undoubtedly you're coming back and testing it now. The idea is you've tested it so many times, and being the brand new approach to it, you don't want to say, well, I've missed thousands of ticks, now let me do it here. Um, it's always an approach where you're saying I want to react to what has gone on, in the sense that if sellers maintain it, that's the side I'm trading with. I just want to talk about what it's going to look like if we break it, because there's a good move to the top side, I think, if that level gets broken. All right, guys, for the 8th of November, cheers. I think it's been a bit of a slower week. I mean, there's certainly a meltdown in crude, which has not been small. But just in general, the week had certainly a different feel. We had the elections coming into Tuesday, and hopefully better things next week. But anyway, guys, cheers. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.